All right. How's it going? This is Ash Burke. Here to talk about something that I think should hit home for everybody here. Sleep. I think everybody would like to end up like the woman in this photo once in a while. And again, sleep is very important for mental and physical health, and also the people around it. I think the main part of the story that inspired me is, I was coming off of or getting ready to go on a 7-hour road trip. I went to bed early the night before so I could get up nice and early. And I had people keeping me up all night in the Airbnb, just being loud and generally disruptive. And light pollution, noise, all these things. I realized that these could be solved with ubiquitous computing. Any one of these uh, features up there on that screen could be solved with ubiquitous computing. So looking at the context map and the stakeholder map, you can see that go back here, that outside stimuli, I know I'd use the Drake meme there. So outside stimuli comes in, ubiquitous computing sensors can address that and counteract that. And then over here, our primary users are going to be insomniacs, light sleepers, people that live in the city with a lot of distractions, and then your secondary users, coworkers, or anybody that might interact with you. For me, the other day, it was drivers, perhaps caretakers, because a lot of older people suffer from insomnia, and then anybody that's sleeping with that person. So when you think about RestAura as a system, it's really ubiquitous computing and pervasive technology epitomized. So the idea is that you have to be calm to go to sleep. So the technology helps you to get to that state. And then excuse me, the pervasive idea of it should operate while the user is asleep and tries to maintain sleep for the user during that time frame. So the sensors work together in uh, as a holistic unit to maintain air temperature, um, bed temperature through a smart mattress, firmness of the mattress. Uh, the microphone of the smart sensors can detect ambient noise, and then light sensors to detect um, any light pollution. Also, it would be time sensitive. So here we're going to look at some of the storyboarding that I did. So in the first scene here, I've got somebody on a couch. Um, they get the notification, but before that, the lights start getting lower, kind of getting them ready, and then the notification comes. So when they go, as they're getting ready to go to bed here, brushing their teeth, the lights are all the way on until the phone goes to the dock. Once the phone is in the dock and it's closed, the blue light pollution can be eliminated, and then we can make sure that the user doesn't get back on their phone again. So then the system can start mitigating all those external noises and external stimuli, and um, will act as an alarm to wake the user up and get them back up in the morning. So looking through here, these would be kind of some of the sensors I had in mind. Again, piezo sensors, temperature, um, mitigating light and sound, firmness of the mattress, and this could go for both sides to help co-sleepers. This is an idea of an interface. So this is my Wizard of Oz style for the box. I wanted it to be clear so that you could see through it when the phone was inside it. I even put a little cord out the back. So these are just two totes stacked together. So to simulate the user putting their phone in the box, made this little, there we go. So we've got the phone in the box. The system then becomes activated. So this would be the full lighting condition as the phone goes into the box. And then we're gonna just get a scan of the room of what that looks like. And then this would be a depiction of the light pollution that comes in. Like I said, I live next to a gas station, so stuff coming in through the doors, stuff coming in through the windows. There's another depiction in the video form. Windows are lit up like the 4th of July. So this would be from the test. My wife didn't really want me to show the videos of that test for the obvious reasons because she was my test subject. Um, so we're going to show the lighting conditions. So this is state one, goes into the box. And then now you can see the light from the door is actually mitigated by the lamp. This is a more illuminated perspective so you can see it. Smart speakers right there. It was playing some brown noise, which I think should be playing at some point here. Um, And so that basically gets the idea. So we figured out through the testing that we could find these ambient levels and appropriate brown noise that actually worked to filter out the background noise rather well. So my wife and I don't sleep in this room very often. We actually switched rooms because this is the room that is directly adjacent to the gas station, so it is like the loudest room. That's why we don't sleep in it. Um, and we did actually manage to improve our sleep conditions. And this would be the phone interface that I came up with. So this will be the prompt system, and then you can adjust your bed firmness and all this manually, if you want to just kind of start out with something. That sums up Rest Aura. Hopefully, you guys can get some good sleep tonight. Thanks for watching.